Welcome students to this first video of CS 204, which is Data Structures and Algorithms Lab. So this lab has actually two components. First is to learn an object-oriented programming language and then code various data structures and algorithm using that programming language. This year we have chosen C++ as the language for the lab, but this time the semester is quite short. So we won't have much time to learn C++ separately, but most of you must have done the CS 101 course in the last semester. So I'm going to assume that you know C programming quite well. Okay, so you might not be expert, but you can do reasonable amount of coding in C programming language. So what we will do is we will start with implementing various data structures that we have discussed in CS203. We will start using C++ as a sort of modified C language. We will not be very particular about using C++ in the best possible manner. We won't insist much on using every object-oriented feature of C++, but our goal will be first to implement these data structures correctly. And then we will iteratively go on improving our implementation by incorporating more and more features from C++. So some of our TAs, they are going to help us. So what will be happening is I'll be writing the first simple code for each data structure interactively with you to help you implement the data structure. And then our teaching assistants, they would sort of write a critique of this code. And they will help us to point out that, oh, you are writing just a modified C program under the disguise of C++, but if you really want to make it a C++ program, these are the changes that you should make. So these changes, they won't be about the logic, they won't be about the actual data structure, but they will be about how to make it a better C++ program. So we'll go on improving iteratively. So our initial focus will not be on C++ or even the object-oriented programming, but just to get started ourselves with data structure. So first thing is how you should set up your computer. Okay, so there are large number of options if you want to do programming in C++. Out of those options, what we are going to do is that we are going to choose a particular IDE, code blocks. This is integrated development environment. The code blocks is going to give us the compiler, the debugger, and the editor for the code all under one hood. And a code blocks is not the only available IDE for C++. So if you feel that some other IDE is suitable for you, if you like some other IDE, please go ahead and use that. It's up to you. So on Windows, if you want to install code blocks, it's simple. Just open up your browser, search for code blocks, and you would reach the download page for the code blocks. Once you install the code blocks, you have to ensure that you have chosen the correct compiler. So all of us, we would be using the GNU C compiler, the GNU C++ compiler GCC. So you can go to the settings and check which compiler you have. So for example, in my case, the compiler is GNU GCC compiler. Similarly, you can go under the settings and check which is the debugger that you have. And in my case, the default debugger is GDB. Okay, so those are the two tools that we will require. Will require the GNU C compiler or C++ compiler and the GDB as the debugger. In case you are using Linux, so I'm assuming that you would be using some sort of Ubuntu or its variant, but in that case what you really have to do is install code blocks using any package manager. So if you use apt-get and you simply install code blocks, okay, it should point you to code blocks. Okay, so with this command you would be able to install code blocks. In my case, I have already installed code blocks on Linux. So if you go under programming here, the code blocks is here, and again it has exactly same settings. So as far as the usage is concerned on Linux or on Windows, it's the same thing. Okay, so again, if you go and look at settings, you have compiler, you have GNU C compiler, and if I go under settings and debugger, again I will have the GDB as a debugger. Okay, so no matter you are on Windows or Linux, the underlying compiler and debugger, we are going to have the same. Okay, and I assume that you know the terms compiler and debugger. Okay, so compiler is going to help us to take our high level code, which is in C++, and convert it to the machine level code and create a executable binary, and the debugger is going to let us run that binary step by step and to help us debug it. Okay, so if we have the same compiler and same debugger, we don't have to worry much about which OS you are using or what is your setup. Okay, so first step is to go ahead and do this setup. Download code blocks. So in case of Windows, you have to download code blocks with if you go and look at the download options for code blocks, there are multiple options. Out of them, you have to choose the option that also gives you the GNU compiler along with the GDB. Okay, so choose that particular option and install it on Windows, and it's a simple one-click installation, so there isn't many complications to do. And in case of Linux, also it's a single command to install code blocks, and most probably you should have G++ and GDB installed. In case you don't have it installed, again you can use the same command to install. So you can say install G++ and GDB. Okay, so that's the way you will install G++ and GDB on Linux. Okay, so which operating system to use is your choice. It's up to you. So quickly set up your development environment, and then we will get started.